Hey guys, ladies, gentlemen, whoever is there watching today, because today everybody should be watching. It is the finals of the Ultimate God Cup. And I'm here with Leonard König. Hello,
Hi.
Leonard. Are you as hyped as I am for this match today?
I think so, pretty much. Yeah, this is what it all comes down to, you know? We've been here
Absolutely.
for quite a long time, quite a few months now,
Surely.
and this is the finals, and I'm really happy with the finalists. Team Seventh Sense and card players, great teams. Bendo card players wasn't too well known before, but after Euros, I think everyone has them on display.
You cannot ignore them, surely.
Yeah, we have interesting matchups for you guys. Not too interesting. Ka did not go for some Orcus zombie shenanigans
Yeah.
this time around.
He's kind of disappointed
Maybe,
this time.
yeah, but we have a new ban list with
Yes.
re-rock cards. Rising Rampage, the new set that has just been released with the amazing prismatic rare prints. I think it's prismatic rare. Yeah,
It is, surely.
it's pretty new. So.
Yeah, and I mean,
What
it's
do you
the first.
expect? What do you expect? Let's make a bet. Why don't we make a bet?
I think it's kind of funny because in the overlay of the stream, it kind of seems like I'm on top of Bendo card players and you are on top of Team 7 Cents. So,
Well, let's do it like this. Okay, I'm Team Seven Sense, and you're Bendo card players.
I don't want to be like
we're
on a specific side, but okay, let's just because the layout is so organized like that. Let's do it that way. So I'm with my French friends today.
yeah, and ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah, exactly. Totally makes sense.
All
Yeah,
right,
but-
Ollie would be proud to hear that.
Yeah,
Ollie would be proud to hear that. He loves his
absolutely.
Berlin.
and I do too.
Okay.
But still, I would support
So
the French team
since
today.
we have been late, like basically every stream in this entire season.
Yes.
Sorry for that, guys.
Today
Why
is the
don't
day,
we just
though.
go ahead and jump into the final of the Ultimate Guard Cup 2019? I keep saying which year it is, but it's the only cup so far, so it is obviously 2019. So let's go right into the match of Ka versus Samir Bachar.
Here we are, two big names clashing with each other. One that had a beautiful season, Ka winning a YCS, getting second and third. And Samir Bachar obviously making the finals of the European Championship. So, two very, very accomplished players in the game. And we will see that Samir made like an unconventional choice for this final. He was playing Salamangreat all the time, but he decided that Salamangreat may not be the choice anymore. But I don't want to spoil you guys. But he won the die roll, so I guess he won't waste a lot of time to show us what deck he's playing. Oh, and
Wait.
we already have people in the chat saying it will be 3-0 for Team 7 Cents. And Team 7 Cents has been rushing. Ooh. Oh no, it looks like Ka is starting. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's the red guy. So he activates Quick Launch. This card says special summon one rocket monster from your deck, but it cannot attack, also destroy during the end phase, because they all trigger when they are destroyed in the end phase.
Yeah.
That's a neat combo starter for his Crusadia rocket deck, actually. Small rocket engine, 3 quick launches, and 2, let's call them bricks.
Maybe they're not that tricky.
So now he goes for the standard shenanigans. Normal summon Reclusia, special summon Crusadia Draco. Yeah. We all know where this is going. I think we can experience quite the LP Pisty shenanigans sooner or later. But let's go over the rockets. We have just read them a second before the game started.
I guess the best part about them is that the Rocket Synchron actually is, as its name is kind of indicating, he's a tuner, so he makes that IP play available to you, so the combo gets extended even more, and that's because that's probably the reason you're playing the Rockets, and the Rockets will get support in the structure deck as well, so I think
it's so good in the OCG.
Yeah, exactly, like every combo deck will probably include rockets in some time in the future. So Rocket's definitely stuff to keep looking out for.
Isn't that nice? Spaffa effect.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down after the guarding. I mean guarding. World Chalice guarding won't be pushed to the side by Spaffa. I think it's gonna be after it has been made into an LP. So now he summons the White Dragon Viper Burster to play around hand traps, sets a card, and dangers come down.
Good.
Dangers also play around hand traps. If you're playing a Guard Dragon combo deck and you play dangers, then please activate them before you go into your Guard Dragons, because once they're on the field and they get hand trapped, you cannot use your dangers anymore.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can, but they won't summon.
So you're kind of missing the point of actually activating the effect. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smitty in the chat is asking what the matchups are, and I think we should wait a little to tell you guys, because obviously every single player can watch the stream, so we will tell you about all the matchups after this first game finishes, I think.
We can tell the other two matchups, but we want to surprise you with Samir's choice, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the people can still watch this stream, and then they know what his opponent's playing. You know, like the other games as well, so... I mean, we can give you the names, but maybe not their decks.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so, okay, let's then at table 2, we have Clemens Lange for Team 7 Cents playing versus Bryce Dodelay. And at table 3, we have Pascal Keem versus Brandon Boulaib. So I think Team 7 Cents is actually having the same lineup as last week, where they managed to 3-0 Team Jim in the semifinals. So they're sticking to their to their main roster, to their good guys, I think.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the finals of the Ultimate Guard Cup. I mean, it wasn't too many rounds, but it feels like it was was a long and hard tournament.
Felt like a grind, definitely.
Yeah. So now Skuldred, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, White Dragon, Viper Burster. This is so familiar.
Yeah, and there you see it. He also is playing Kyoto Waterfront, so he has a chance to actually summon out a universal negate on top of that. With
and this is not a once per turn universal negate. That's I'm negating everything you negate.
Yeah, I think this is super insane. If you have the chance to set up this board completely, there really is no way to get through it, or is there?
I mean, raw sphere mode is always an option.
Yeah, true. But like in game 1?
Maybe, yeah, in game 1, maybe not. But Samir might run it in the side deck. I mean, you can basically guess what deck he's playing if you're taking a close look at the field.
Maybe, yeah. That's a little hint.
I'm not gonna tell you, but someone in the chat might find it out.
You have to find out on your own.
If you're being really smart, sometimes you're playing on Dueling Book, and then after your turn 1, your opponent plays out cards. You have played your turn like really wrong versus this specific deck, and you're really annoyed by yourself that you didn't realize how to play the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake Olel. Extra deck on Samir's side.
Yeah, good point. Good point. There's maybe it is Monarchs, right?
Oh, that would be so neat, but that's... I mean, Aetherer got pushed up to 2, so maybe we can see some Monarchs, but those got hit so hard back in the day.
Yep, they really got crippled. Do you know what is insane too? That Saryuya is still at 3. I think
the card is so powerful.
Yeah, it is so amazing and powerful, and it's still going around making every combo deck available to draw through their whole deck, basically, and then filter for the cards they need. It has been a strong card from day 1 on, and it is still a very strong card, for sure.
Indeed. Also, I'm amazed by Quick Launch. This card is insane.
Yep. I think it will be reprinted in the structure deck. Otherwise, this card would just skyrocket very high in price, I would guess. Because it is a secret rare, and it has the original print and the Mega Pack print. But, I mean, still a secret rare, and rockets will be everywhere, I think. It's pretty safe to assume, because they will be a big part of the combo decks. And yeah.
Dawn Dragster.
Wow, there's so many negations, boy.
Or a Zeta. It's Dawn Dragster.
It is Dawn Dragster.
Does he play anything else that is... Okay, he's playing Zeta, actually. He's actually playing Zeta. So let's check out... Can Gameciel negate the effect of the True King traps? Or True Draco traps? Wait, True King's return.
Yeah. Gameciel says activates a card or effect. So Gameciel can pretty much negate everything.
Damn.
Except summons.
Wow.
But you need to summon a monster with more than 3,000 attack points to actually get over Gameciel. Oh no, it is at 3,300 even because of the Saruya, so that is a hard task to accomplish. Oh, he's really going full combo here.
You have to summon Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yes, and how do you get that one out without making any special summons beforehand?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, and funnily enough, we talked about Ra's Fear Mode really being a way to break this board, and Samir decided to side deck this card once. So
yeah.
he might draw into it at some point.
The Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon as well. I mean, you could argue for Super Poly being a thing, but not in Samir's deck. If
where should you summon a monster?
Extra deck.
Yep.
So why did he decide to go for World Legacy? Oh, he just summons 2 monsters to have them on the board. I mean, he probably realized that his opponent is playing the True Dracos. So the more the better.
Deck, yeah.
The more the mania. I mean, actually, like a rivalry or a Gozen match, with Solemn Strike would break this board.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, no, you can just negate the rivalry with the Hot Rat, and then
you can't negate the strike with monsters.
Yeah, not the strike, but then he has to strike the Hot Rat if he likes to. Okay, and then he cannot negate. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Now we.
No, you're right. That's actually true.
So Heritage will have to target the waterfront that shall be negated by Gameciel, I assume.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Looks like Samir sees a way to get through it. Otherwise, he would have just scooped, maybe.
Oh wait. Yeah. The waterfront can protect itself.
Protect itself, right? Ay. So some back row on the side of Samir, who is probably one of the many persons being hyped about the True Draco deck in the new format, because obviously it didn't get hit. It was viable in the last format, so there is a good point to think that it will be viable in the upcoming format.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, at this point, there can only be one in strike. But okay, that wouldn't do too much, to be honest.
Not really, no.
I mean, striking the Gameciel would be okay. Okay, no strikes involved in this game. Strike is actually a good out to Gameciel. Yeah. So this has been game one.
Being over.
Big board.
Yeah,
Actually, Samir is playing Pantheism of the
Monarchs.
And 3 times the Erupt card that he can search with Pantheism, and he can discard the Ignis for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing Domain and Strike of the Monarchs. This is interesting.
So a lot of Monarch cards actually being in there, in the mix. So it wasn't too bad of me to suspect that he's playing Monarchs, because he's actually abusing some of the cards there. Yeah, so I guess all 3 matches are already in. Like, they both had a turn to show off what they're playing, so we can just tell you what the other guys are playing as well. So at table 2 we have, as said, Clemens Lange, who's playing Lunar Light Orchest. Pretty interesting deck too. Versus Bryce Dodele, who's playing Salamangreat. And that's kind of funny because Clemens has been playing Salamangreat for the last weeks, and now he decided to go away from it. And maybe Bryce can now show him that Salamangreat still is very viable and still is a very good deck to compete with. And
and Bryce is also playing some spicy cards.
For example?
We might see them.
Yeah,
Emergency Teleport.
Yeah, like the trend with Salamangreats now is to actually make sure to get into Myrstelio very, very fast. So you're playing like the level 3 extenders. And, ooh, there is Inspector Border coming down and the first card being activated for Samir. That could be an FTK.
Let's see. He's actually just playing triple impermanence and 1 sphere mode in the side deck. It's interesting. Yeah. I was gonna check if he played multiple cards to stop the combo of Car, but I think 1 impermanence won't be enough necessarily.
Not really. Yeah, let's just go for the last match. That is Pascal Kim, who's playing Sky Striker, and Brandon Boulaib is also playing Sky Striker. So we are pretty used to it. We have another Sky Striker mirror match going down at table 3.
Yay! Let me just say yay.
We all love that, yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely.
And it's Car's turn now.
Oh, and we have another result already coming in. Yeah. And Team 7 Sense doing their best to secure another 3-0 victory, because Clemens at table 2 managed to win his first game as well with the Lunar Light deck.
Yep. Indeed.
So only the Sky Striker mirror match is oh, there is Summon Limit as well. I can see Car scooping there. Oh, but
red reboot.
Red reboot. And of course, Magius being on the field now means that he can activate 1 monster effect.
Yeah, and let's hope for him that he has a Crusadia Reclusia, so he can get rid of the border immediately and then combo off with other cards.
That would be pretty dope for him.
That would be pretty much an OTK, to be honest. Like, it's still a 2-card combo that, with Red Ice, Darkness, Metal Dragon, gets you going pretty much.
Absolutely, yeah. So Samir may be praying already. Please do not have another Crusadia monster, or please do not have Reclusia specifically. Oh, but Car is... You cannot see that, but he's writing in the chat. So he has to think, and I think if he would have the Reclusia, he would just smash it onto the table, onto the virtual table.
Monster Reborn. Now this is getting interesting.
So
you can actually double the attack of the Magius after Magius... Magius gets the attack, right? And...
Does it even? Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, okay, so he used Magius now, which means he can't use the Maximus effect. But I don't even know if Maximus... it's just doubled attack damage. Okay, not the attack points.
So maybe he searches for Reclusia now and has his setup for next turn then available, and because he sees no way to actually get through the border this turn. But if he cannot do it this turn, like there's Summon Limit and everything after that, so really unlikely.
Yeah, and he red rebooted. That's a big investment, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Sparta. Now you can special summon Maximus and attack with Sparta over the border. That's definitely a way to have 2,100 attack points on the field.
Yeah, so he found a way. And very unlikely that Honest is coming down there, so Inspector Border will probably find its way into the graveyard. And that happened right there. And he's able to still combo off now, right?
Well, there's... Kaz writing a question mark in the chat. There is a monster blocking the Sparta zone, and it's not a dragon, so I don't know if he can combo off. Okay, he was just having some connection issues.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can find a way.
Somebody in the chat mentioning that he could not activate Honest, but he could, because every player can actually activate a monster effect up to the number of linked monsters on the field there. So Honest would have been viable, but obviously hand traps or battle traps in True Drake are not very popular.
Especially not a monster, especially not a type that the deck doesn't support, to be honest.
That's right, yeah. Siding in border and Honest is kind of weird, that's true. So he now can activate some... Ooh, he activated Nessie, right? Oh no, he activated Tsushinoko, so it's fine. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty amazing.
He can now,
got Nessie there.
He can now go for Phoenix. Try to get a... Oh, that's nice. He can go for Phoenix, try to dig for Draco. If he finds a Draco, he can go for Saryuja and then start to combo off like that. With Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon that summons the... Okay, he could find a way.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's good that he didn't hit the Nessie there. Oh, that's already a Saryuja for draw.
There you go. So maybe Ka is finding another way to win a game. Like, he has shown so many times, on stream, off stream, that he's very, very capable of winning games that aren't looking too good.
He would have to remove triple back row. I mean, summon limit. Okay, summon limit he wouldn't have to remove.
Not
because
really, no. When you have your established
if you have
board,
established board, yeah,
it's pretty much.
But he has no battle phase.
Yeah. That is obviously true, but let's see. Maybe he draws into something very, very powerful there. Maybe does he have very good side deck cards? Maybe he boarded in Twin Twisters, for example.
Yeah, and Pancratops. Pancratops would be a shuffle back right now.
I mean, you could special it out with
true.
With Saryuja, but I guess special summoning out Gamisiel and having Waterfront on board is much more viable than just the Pancratops. But let's see. Ka has 3 cards in hand, so he has to make a decision here. Oh, and he tries to dig even deeper into his deck, activating the Tsuchinoko.
That probably means that he can't be too satisfied with... Okay, so... There's special summoned that already of Saryuja to go into LP. But he decided not to, so there must be some good spice in his hand.
Probably another dragon at least, yeah. Otherwise the risk would have been way too high. Yeah, now he's using the Skull effect. So you have special summons out. Okay.
Arborea.
Interesting. Oh, but he has this Strudel left in his hands.
Black Rose Dragon coming down.
Oh, that would be insane.
Yeah, but not good. Like literally insane, not good insane.
Yeah, but that would be a throwback at least.
Yeah, that's true. So Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is probably going to be summoned. Special summons back the Guard Dragon. And then he can go into Pisty, and then he will go into Airpain. No Siri. I don't know why my phone always does that when I'm casting the Ultimate Guard. It never happens usually.
Yeah.
Never.
Normally that just happens to me, right? My phone is pretty good in that, or at that, but yours hasn't been.
Oh.
It's kind of nice to see that the applications for next season are already coming into our email support package or support mail account. And people already applying, and we saw some new teams applying for the league and so on, so the league will be even bigger next year, or not next year, next season, which is about to start. I'm not 100% sure when. Probably there's some kind of summer break, or hopefully, because football has a summer break, every sport has a summer break, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Has to have a summer break as well. But there will be another one, that's for sure. So...
Okay, so no Hot Red was summoned before?
No. What do you think about the decision to run Hot Red at the moment? Because there are now 3 super polymerizations, so wouldn't it be better to run Quister Wing at the moment? That was the first thing I thought.
He doesn't really play other darkness monsters. So Starving Venom is not an issue for him, right? He has Dawn Dragster, Steel, Gamma Seal, and Pocket, so he doesn't get a reason.
Right, he does not even play any Thunder Dragon cards anymore, true, so there will be no Colossus. Yeah, you're actually right. He can just still summon out a whole board without multiple attributes. That's pretty good. And then just by looking at the card, do you think Crystal Wing or Hot Red is better? Probably Hot Red is better, right?
Yeah, I think Universal Negate is a bit better. Yes.
So Ka getting lost in his combos another time. Once more, he can just pull off his combos, rattle through them. Must feel good.
He set Apocalypse with Red Reboot, right?
Yep. He did, indeed. So, and Ka will only end on 2 negates and Seal here, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there could be a way to get through that pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely. It's not even like crazy good negates. Yeah. It's one targeting soft negate that doesn't destroy, and the Dawn Dragster that's only spell trap card activations. So the Apocalypse and the card in hand, I mean, obviously he has a monster in hand. Like, he ended on 2 cards in hand, 1 card in hand, and he set the Apocalypse. So that's probably going to be Maiden or Dynamite or Ignis.
Yeah, very likely. And what did he actually search with the Ignis? He should have searched with Ignis because there was also a counter on it, but I didn't even see what he searched with it.
I think it was Heritage. It makes sense,
right? Yeah, that's the best card to search.
Considering that he searched the Apocalypse.
Yeah. So let's see how he's doing here to break the board.
I mean, he's gonna find a way, right?
He has to. At least for like dramatic reasons, to give us another game in this featured match. So,
and like just tributing a Draco over, just tributing a Draco over the trap is going to break the board. Like, you can attack, you can pop the Abyss, and then you attack over the Dawn Dragster that only has 2,000 defense points, and he can only bounce 1 monster with the seal. So this board actually breaks itself. It's not that strong.
It breaks itself. That's a good way to say it, yeah. Ka, you created a board that breaks itself. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. Very, very
not good. How you get to world. Okay, sorry.
Oh, and Samir is asking how much defense the Dawn Dragster has at the moment. So he may have the plan that you just anticipated, that he's trying to run over the Dawn Dragster. And it has 2,300 defense points because of Saryuya. But still, Ignis can just easily run over it.
Yeah. So, Apocalypse and another Ignis. Yeah, this is the point where you might want to scoop so we can have an amazing game 3 right now.
But...
Can he actually negate that Dragster? It's not effects, right? Oh! Spell card or effect is activated, so Dawn Dragster can actually negate that. That changes things.
Yeah, a little bit, true. So he will probably negate it. So then he has... Yep, he uses Dragster, there it is. But I'm kind of wondering, did Samir tribute the card that was unknown so far? I thought he sets the Apocalypse in the zone next to the deck, right?
I think so too.
So he gave
away
some information there.
Yeah, Samir thought that Dragster couldn't negate it, but it can.
Yeah.
So actually, Hot Red doesn't negate the Ignis. That's a move I like, because you don't have to. You can negate a diagram if it comes down.
Yeah.
So your opponent can't attack over your Hot Red. Maybe you should have summoned it in an attack position just to make sure that diagram doesn't kill it.
Yeah, it's a really good reason to actually summon it in defense position. I mean...
Apocalypse effect maybe, but does it shrink defense? I don't think so. Yeah, defense is shrunk as well.
Yeah, so there can only be damage reasons, and I mean, Ka is only at 2000 life points because of both Red Reboot and Destrudo being activated, but still, I mean, you want to secure that your monster stays on board.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for him to actually run over it, to not run over it when he has Apocalypse, but now Diagram is enough to actually run over it in defense position, and in attack position it wouldn't be enough, so...
But you only have 4 Diagrams in your deck now.
Yeah, true.
And it's terraforming to 1, my friend. So, less diagrams.
Sad times for true Draco players.
It's so crazy hot in Germany today.
Yeah, we actually broke the record, right? The heat record in Germany was broken yesterday, and I think it's not confirmed yet whether it was broken again today, but there is some unofficial numbers that it was broken today to like 41 degrees, which is insanely hot for Germany. I don't know if you're watching from the US, from like Las Vegas or Nevada or whatever, then you're probably used to that, but in Germany that's not very, very common, to be fair.
It's really hard to focus, gotta be honest. But Oxies. Draco Phoenix was activated, battle phase was entered, Ignis Heat did attack now. Seal was activated in response to that.
And Ka bounces the Ignis that has not used its effect yet.
Now he's gonna summon a Dragon Monster from deck, and will it be a Rocket card? That
it's not.
No. It's gonna be Destrudo. Makes more sense.
And Destrudo can always activate its effect, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about it.
Can you activate its effect if you have 1 life point? Or
that is a good question.
Or like 75 because you can't have it.
75 because you can't have it. Yeah, I guess then you could still activate it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but so. What number are you going to? What's your life point score after it?
I would probably say 37. Yeah, I would go for 37. If that would be a legit ruling question, I would just say, yeah, it's 37. Because it does not even matter whether it's 37 or 38. Boy, just write down in one of the 2 numbers.
So the Apocalypse will pop the Phoenix. Will pop the Phoenix!
Yeah.
And the Hot Red is gone now, so Ka doesn't have too much left on his side. There's going to be a huge Heritage now that draws 2 cards. This is Pot of Greed as a continuous spell card.
Yep, you can just do it again next turn.
Cool. Oh.
Okay, seems like Smitty has some insight there. He says he will stay at 1 life point because it will always be rounded up, actually. So seems like he had that situation before. Which would be an interesting story, I guess, because I cannot really see a way to get down to 1 life points in any
Triple
way.
Judgment. Oh, Ra! The Ra effect.
Ooh, yeah, true. That's actually right.
Is that just an anime effect, or is it the legit effect to go down to 1 life point and then try to activate Solemn Judgment?
I cannot help. I don't know.
But okay, let's go back to the game again, where True Draco Heritage is being tributed to Have Majesty Maiden. Okay, alright, I see where this is going. He just does not want to secure the, let's say, uncertainty for a card that there's another unknown card in hand.
He has no back row to add. That is really, really bad for him and might be very good for Ka here. Because if he summons Phoenix, he can get rid of the summon limit and then maybe combo off afterwards. But, his graveyard is already packed, so he's through LP, he's through Agapane, he's through Pisty.
Yeah. So only 5 cards, and there is the Apocalypse that can, first of all, shrink cards, and second of all, tribute itself to a pop card. And then he's gonna summon the Ignis that he just got bounced from got bounced back from to hand from C.
And there is the scoop. It's the scoop, yeah. Senpai Murat writes in the chat that it's 42 degrees in France, so Samir having even harder time to play. Yeah, he has to play under 42 degrees, which is really, really insane. 40 degrees is also pretty insane, to be fair.
Feels like we're in the rainforest. Is it hot there? I think so. Should be hot in the rainforest.
Yeah, and it's very humid, so that's also very, very hard to actually... If you're not used to it, I think that's very, very...
Yikes.
Very, very heavy on your lungs. I cannot imagine, like...
So why does everyone want to save it?
What? I don't know. Well, I do know, like, there are so many plants and animals living there. And they are used to it, in contrary to us, so they should probably keep that. Keep their living environment. Yeah, and Ra says 100 life points, says Ayakop in the chat, so there probably is no card that reduces your life points to 1 life point, actually.
Disagree.
So, Ka is going first, and as you said, he has Samir has Impermanence and Ra.
1 Ra only.
1 Ra only, right. So, seems like, because we have no additional information yet, that it's still 1-0 at table 2. And Pascal, once again, doing a good job with his Sky Striker deck to have a very long grind. And apparently it is still 0-0 at table 3.
But Pascal is playing the Spice in his side deck for the mirror match. He is running that was just introduced in Rira that I do not know the name of. Oh, Impermanence. That's a 3-off. So
he immediately throws the Impermanence on the Magius.
Yeah, because the Draco was summoned, but the rocket launch is going to make him regret that.
Yes, exactly. If Ka has another extender there, it's just a pretty much a wasted Impermanence, because Impermanence on Saruya could be way stronger, or would be way stronger in this specific scenario.
Yeah.
Or maybe on LP as well.
Yeah, rather on LP, I think. Yeah. You don't want your opponent to get into the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because that also makes the Pisty much worse.
Yeah, true.
And contrary to the Thunder Dragon Crusadia, this deck is much more reliant on LP and Pisty.
Oh, so Messi comes down as well. So Ka already played out his whole hand there.
No secrets.
Yeah, and Samir still sitting there with 4 cards in hand. Already trying to create a plan how to break that board that Ka is going to create there. But what do you think? Can Ka go full combo here, having Seal, Dawn, Dragster, and Gameciel again? I mean, now he has 2 hard... Oh no, he can search the Gameciel with the Waterfront. So he will surely have the Gameciel. But he will need to summon out the Destrudo somehow. Maybe.
Yeah, I think this is... No, I think it's gonna be Red Eyes, right?
It has to be, so he probably is not able to get into the John Rexel then.
I mean, Destrudo wouldn't be too... Oh, he would be reliant on drawing into 1 more dragon, so I think it's gonna be Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to summon back the Draco. And then Draco can... No, Draco can't add back a Crusadia card from his graveyard because it has to be summoned in a zone where Link Monster points to. Thought it might just have this restriction on the special summoning effect, not on the adding back effect. So, Kyoto activated to search the Gamma Seal.
Yep. The big negate body. Oh, Samir, did he draw into his one-off sphere mode? That would be insanity, to be fair. Just siding it once and then having it when you need it in the finals of the Ultimate Card Cup. And he has double impermanence, apparently.
Oof. Oh, why didn't he throw that on LP? He knew all the cards. That would have been...
That would have been game disaster. Over. Yeah.
Yeah, now he can still go for Pisty and then make another one.
Oh, seems like we had very, very quick game 2 and 3 at table number 2 between Clemens Lange and Bryce Daudelet, because we already have a final result for this table. And our judge just informed us that Clemens Lange won his match for Team 7 Cents with a score of 2-1. So that means this game right here, the decisions of Samir Bachar are really, really impactful for the outcome of the whole match, because his team, Bendo Card Players, is already down 1-0. And
yeah, I mean,
he might have made a bad decision there.
Yeah, so he could.
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay. There, the Arga Pain is. That makes sense as well. He can just go for Hot Red and have a Gamma Seal that has infinite amounts of negates. Plus Saryuja and the Hot Red, so that's actually pretty good for him. He can't go for Seal, but Seal is not too important versus Draco, let's be honest.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, those two impermanences were not optimal. They could have caught Ka, he had all the information about every card that Ka had in play.
We said that at the beginning, that he just played out his whole hand, and then he didn't make anything out of it.
Wow, and this 3/3 Gamma Seal is going to be so hard to run over.
Yeah, that single card is so insane. I mean, in combination with the Waterfront, of course, but
yeah,
it's so hard to break. Oh, well, for a second I thought that would be evenly.
Yeah,
but, I mean, even evenly would be bad because it can just be negated.
I thought that was a sphere mode, but I don't know why.
Yeah, just set sphere mode to my spell Trapstone. Diagram.
He just negates that with Gamma Seal now, right? Just banish it. You still have another. You still have enough in negates. I think I would get rid of this card because it enables so much. I mean, what would you do in this situation? I think that you have 2 negates, and as soon as one card goes to the graveyard, which it has to, you can negate a card as well. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so Samir admitted defeat. Yep, that was the right choice to negate.
Oh, and he shows us double Solemn Judgment.
He sided those in, though.
Going second versus a combo deck. That is very interesting.
Those were side deck cards. Okay, so let's just go over. Yeah. Let's just check what the name. I think. Oh yeah, we know the name.
Yeah, and it's on top.
I'm not gonna tell you. Haha. Okay.
So 1 second. I will just have to type it in. Are you in there already?
Where?
I am in there. It is at the custom cards, right?
Yeah. No, I just typed in the wrong name. Oh man, I'm way too stupid for this.
Oh, okay, look at that. We see Brandon having 5 deck cards, so that means that they're really still in game 1. And wow, what a game this must have been.
Wait, 7 Cents won, right?
Yeah. Team 7 Cents is our winner for the Ultimate God Cup already.
Oh my god, I completely forgot that.
Yes, congratulations to Team 7 Cents. Once again,
Indeed.
very quick 2-0. Yeah, round of applause, definitely. They showed up very well.
We're supposed to hear this.
Yes. But still, we have another game left here.
Again.
we have the same. We have exactly the same situation than last week. That is really, really funny because Pascal makes us doing that again. But I mean, his opponent Brandon also, of course, contributing to that. He's playing the Sky Striker deck too. And now Pascal still has 5 cards in hand, so he may even be in a good situation because Brandon does not have any back row which he can use probably because there's Ray on board in the main monster zone, so anchors and so on are not available anymore. Let's just quickly look through the graveyard of Brandon. Oh yeah, look at that. He's playing double Cyclone in his main deck. I was very surprised by that choice. And also, like, he played a very, very interesting list in total. Like, he's playing World Dino Wrestling, he's playing Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries in the main deck. He's playing, like, so much spice. There's Afterburner coming down for Pascal. Yeah, Grim in the chat says congrats to Team 7 Cents and take him as an example. Like, everybody, please show some love for Team 7 Cents in the chat. And show some love for Pascal as well, who's just dropped Mystic Mine on Brandon.
Has he won, like, one relevant game in the entire tournament?
That's unfair to say, because...
But I mean, this is probably going to be the first deck out of the entire tournament.
Oh yeah, right. He's just passing and passing, and now, do we see a scoop? Or did he just draw into Twin Twister?
That would be insane.
But, I mean, even then he probably doesn't have a monster to do additional damage. Wow.
I'm so excited to wait another 50 minutes to see how the second game is going.
Yes. But, I mean, they have some blowout cards in their side decks. And Pascal even has in his main deck, like he's playing Evenly Matched, for example, that can be very, very crucial in the mirror match. That can lead to a very quick mirror match indeed. And on top of that, the new trap from Rising Rampage is really, really good in the mirror match. Like, you already mentioned it before, but you tribute a water monster, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then
banish a spell from the opponent's grave, and then all these spell effects on his opponent on his side on the field are negated.
Yeah.
I think. I don't even know the name of the card. I gotta be honest with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and Grim in the chat.
Let me just.
Yeah. Yeah, he just says that Pascal really likes to grind out game 1. And yeah, he mentions that he was the opponent of Pascal last week. So, makes sense. Member of Team Jin. Now watching the finals from the viewer's perspective, not from the player's perspective.
Okay, so we were just asked by the boys if they should play this out. So let's just see if you guys in the chat want to see this.
Oh.
Because I sure do.
Who did ask you that?
Our judge, because Pascal asked.
Okay.
But why not? Why not? Let's have a chill Sky Striker mirror.
Oh, look, he's setting cards already. So, oh no, I assumed that Pascal maybe activates Card of Demise then, but apparently he does not do that because he goes into Shizuku and may be playing around Evenly Matched here by just setting one back row and having Shizuku. But maybe he was just caught off guard by the fact that he had to go first too, because obviously Brandon had the choice and he made Pascal go first.
But I mean, that makes perfect sense. Saw the World Dino Wrestling and the Pancratopsis in the main deck. A trend that Adrian Durson started, I think, in Sky Striker. Just slamming the Pancratopsis all over the field.
Yep. Oh, you don't need to tribute anything for white holing.
Okay.
You just
let me just check.
That says Hinkepink in the chat.
Nice name, bro.
There's Hayate coming down.
Yeah, actually you don't. You just need to control a water monster. That's fair.
Even better. A whole lot better. And of course, always when you already have access to engage, it's a good thing to send the field spell into the graveyard with the Hayate, especially when you have another field spell in your hand, already waiting to be activated. Yes, Iria, Dinh-Kha-Bui won his match, as Clemens Lange did, so Team 7 Sands leading the finals 2-0 already. Oh, there's evenly matched. You cannot take that with the Area 0, but you don't want to if you're already in your main phase 2 and have a board that is ready to be filled with some back row. Why are you laughing? Laughing about the fact that we're still commentating on Sky Striker Mirror matches in July of 2019.
I want to quote.
Oh, there is the white holding.
Oh, you can just banish the Kagari tag. That's neat. So I want to quote the 2 times national champion of the Netherlands right now, Joshua Oosters. I am kind of enjoying my own misery right now. Yep, this is why I'm laughing.
When did he say that?
We were going to head out to a party in Italy, like the entire group, like all the Dutchmen and we were like 20 people, but we had problems finding the club and getting there. And after we were searching for 1 hour, we had trouble getting in there. And yeah, I was kind of organizing that.
So you were kind of the reason of the misery, or what?
No. I'm getting blamed a lot for this, but it wasn't too much of my fault. But I was excusing myself. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for this mess." And then he said, "No, I'm kind of enjoying my own misery right now." Yeah.
And that got stuck in your head, apparently.
Yeah, because he was the only one who would be nice to me at that night. Even though it wasn't even my bad, honestly.
But did you, in the end, make it to the club, or did you never get to the club at all?
No, we got there.
At least something. White holing, and on top of it being a very good card in the Sky Striker Mirror match, it is very cool looking as well.
Yeah, it's Raikou.
Yeah, it is. I really like Raikou.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why he's on a water-themed trap card, but I like him.
How did he get there? Huh?
Odd place for Raikou to be in.
I mean, he hasn't been seen for a while, so
yeah, that's true.
It must be there must be a place where he got lost. So the deep water seems to be a reasonable place for that. I guess.
I mean, the Twilight Thorn Raikou was kind of one of the better ones, right?
Was it? I don't remember one of the Twilight effects of the Twilight.
I think I have the Twilight Lumina mat flying around here somewhere.
Yeah, me too. But even that mat isn't good. Sadly.
So, if this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or GY. Banish 1 card on the field. That's a non-targeting banish effect on summon. Let's give it up for Raikou, the Twilight Thorn fighter.
He really is a true fighter.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually a good card. You can't argue with that.
Yeah, but it's a summon effect and not a flip summon effect.
Yeah.
Or what? Okay.
Both.
Yeah. That's not too bad, I agree.
Fine.
It's so sad, like, the original Lightsworn deck was so nice, and it was such a nice mechanic to the game. I remember back in the day when Lightsworn was introduced, like, that milling theme was just completely new. I mean, of course,
Yeah,
there was like needle bug or so, but normally it was like not a whole deck themed around that.
Yeah, but did you enjoy playing versus it? Like I remember just you think you're in a slow game and then your opponent mills two wolves in the end phase and all of a sudden there's 420 pressure on the opponent's board.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing it because I had luck with milling wolves. So that's the way to like it. I mean, I don't really particularly enjoy playing against it, but I appreciated the fact that somebody is playing it because I like the deck from like the artwork perspective and so on. And like having high rare Lightspawn back in the day, man, you were a very, very cool kid if you had like Ghost Rare Honest being slammed onto the table. That was like the best
You were
thing.
a cool kid. How much money did you have as a kid? What the hell? Did you play Giga Plan?
Not me, like, but if you would have been doing that, like, I did not have Ghost Rare Honest. No way. I mean, we're like at the same age somehow, but I surely did not have Ghost Rare Honest. I had Honest, but not Ghost Rare. So Pascal, really? I mean, he has been playing this deck for so long now, and I remember talking to him. I don't know when was it. I think it was Weiss' Düsseldorf, where he was like, "Yeah, I don't play the deck anymore. I now play Orcust," and he just Oh, that was a nicely played turn there with the evenly matched being chained to effect of Way. I like it. Yeah, and he played Orcust, and then he scrubbed out 0-2, like starting 0-2, and then he was like, yeah, I will just stick to a deck I have been playing for a while, and I think he's still sticking to the deck just because he knows how to play it. And I mean, if you know how to play a deck, then it makes sense to stick to the deck from like a success perspective, I guess.
Yeah. So both players are out of 2 Hayates and 2 Shizukus. Pascal still has his Kagari in the extra deck. I don't know what to say about this anymore.
Still, but from time to time, our recording software just says, hey, you have to go offline for a second, but we are back now. And I mean, I say we, but actually it's just me because Leo just took the chance to go to the toilet for a second. Who can blame him? After seeing another grueling Sky Striker game. And yeah, looks like Brandon is kind of fighting back. Pascal doing a good job of not putting a lot of cards to the board. Maybe still playing around evenly in some way. He ended on 6 cards in hand. Oh, and we see that Brandon did not hit with his Area 0 there. He wanted to get rid of the... Oh, right. Oh, he made the combo because the Shizuku would not be able to be destroyed because the Eagle Booster of Pascal resolved successfully on it. And so he wanted to take advantage of that by using the Area 0 on it and then not destroy the Shizuku. That is Shizuku? You cannot make Shizuku out of Shizuku? Yeah. Okay, that was what they realized as well. So he goes Kaina, and there's Engage, and there is Leonard Koenig as well.
Did you really start the stream again? I thought you would just wait for me to return.
No, it's just okay. It's just automatic. Like it tries to start again after some time. Like,
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I mean, all fine. Just I entertained the people with some Sky Striker inside talk, as you could tell.
Oh no, he activated Upstart. No, this is going to take even longer. Even longer, by the way, one of my favorite characters from Austin Powers. Oh no, that was I can't say that name. It was a German movie. It's the one where Bastian Pastewka was in the German guys know it. It's fine. I won't say the name of the movie now.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Nah, Lucas.
Our judge listens carefully and just immediately writes the title into the chat. So if you guys want to know what that name is, just look into the chat.
It was so weird that this movie had this name, because there was like nothing sexual in it. But let's get back to Skyscraper mirror matches here. Or we could talk about soap.
Yes, like we did last week, right? People enjoyed the soap talk. They surely did.
I don't have new soap. Do you have new soap?
Nope. No new soaps for me.
Nope, no soap.
Ooh. So people in the chat like the movie, actually. I don't know. I didn't really particularly like it, to be honest.
I can tell the story where Lars ate soap in Amsterdam.
Please go for it, yeah.
And he's not here to stop me.
Oh
my god, I'm so happy.
Lucas just wrote that into the chat. Okay, I thought you that came to your mind on your own, but Lucas helping out.
No.
So yeah, go for it.
Okay, guys, story time. We were in Amsterdam to play the CCG tour stop back in the days where you got the title Dragon Ruler Mat, main events, and we were walking through the streets in the city of Amsterdam. And there was a store, and the store had like really big signs. They were like enlightened, and it said Soap and Co. Soap and Co.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna write it in the chat so everyone remembers. Soap and Co. So
yes, I wouldn't have expected
that. There were like two women outside of the store who would give away like little bricks of soap, and
I can see where this is going.
They gave like Marvin, Lucas, and me some soap, and we're like, oh yeah, nice. Now I have soap in my hands for some reason. I have to carry the soap all of them. And Lars was just like, wow, nice, thank you. Took the soap, unwrapped it, and put it into his mouth. So the soap lady felt like it was her obligation now to take the soap out of his mouth. So she actually jumped to his face. Yeah. She grabbed it and took it out of there and said, "No candy is soap."
And how dumb looked Lars at that moment when he realized that? I mean, must have been a glorious moment for him.
Yeah, I mean, a bit. He knew he wasn't gonna get rid of this story for a long time, but actually, I was the more stupid one in this scenario, because after that, I got into like a talk where they wanted to sell us soap. And I kind of got engaged with it, so we entered the store, and then they tried to sell soap.
Okay.
I mean, I have no problems with soap, but it was like a 30-minute talk about soap that was way too expensive. Oh my god. Like they said, okay, yeah, maybe you have girlfriends. We all didn't, because we were, anyways.
Because you were in Amsterdam playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, probably because of that. And so there was this lady who like took some hand cream or lotion, and put it on Lars' hands. He said like, you don't know how bad your skin is until you see what this cream does to your skin. And all of a sudden, like his hand looked completely different from his other hand, and the other hand looked like he was like a real big drug addict. It was really
what
baby.
Is his story? Like, there was happening so much in such a short amount of time.
And I mean, like, that was all nice and dandy, and we had a nice chat with them. It wasn't too bad, except for wasting so much time. But then they were like, yeah, maybe you want to give your mother's presents. Mother stays around the corner. We were like, yeah, why not? And then they were like, yeah, okay, this piece of soap is 70 euros. And we were like, yeah, I know, why not? Then we just walked straight out of there and had dinner. I mean, like, Lars didn't have too much dinner because he already ate all the soap, but yeah.
Yeah. Lars had good dinner in some way.
Yeah, stuff like this we are, by the way, discussing on our podcast, our weekly one. We have been going away from the too theoretical side of it. There's nothing or not much theoretic stuff to discuss, and we are just schnacking, as we say in Germany, about our Yu-Gi-Oh! Events and experiences.
Yeah, funny
stories
that you mentioned Amsterdam, like the CCG stop there. I actually judged the event, and I mean, for you, Amsterdam is like around the corner because you just drive over the border. I mean, how long did you go there?
Only 3 hours, but I remember giving you my deck list, and it had like a rocket on it that Lucas drew.
Yeah, and I mean, I was completely wasted at that point, not because of alcohol or anything or any other substances, but I think I started in Berlin at midnight on...
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I feel you.
On Saturday, obviously, and then I drove to Hanover, where I had to drive a car. Like I drove there by bus, but then I had to be the driver, like the second driver, which had to drive for 3 hours from like I mean, I drove to Amsterdam, so I had like 2 hours off, but then I had to drive. So in total, I think I drove 8 to 9 hours to Amsterdam, and I arrived there in the morning, not having any sleep. That was really, really tough. But
yeah,
I mean,
that's every card market series ever for me.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah, because you have to get to Magdeburg, to Matze. Yeah, right.
Yeah, our operator who has become a father recently. So give it up for Matze.
Yep, congratulations for him being a father now. Very nice for him. The Link summon has happened. I mean, you just understand the joke if you know what his last name is, but some of you may know.
Link.
It's Link, yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. So, there's an attack. 1,500 attack points. It's still 104... What?
This moment where you decided, okay, we could talk about the game again, and then you're like, oh, this is Sky Striker Mirror, I'm completely lost. So, 1,500 attack points.
Yeah, kinda. Actually true.
My head hurts the entire day. Like, I don't know if it's the heat, but I have such a huge headache, and it's killing me. And it's like getting worse if I'm laughing.
Hey, but it's all fun and games at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Streets, right? So we have
it's 1,500 attack points.
Yeah, but why doesn't he use the ray effect to make more damage?
I mean, maybe he doesn't have any more Link monsters. Or he's afraid of Cold by the Dave, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like Pascal has no Link monsters left, right?
Yeah.
There's triple Shizuku in his graveyard. 1 Hayate. No, 2 Hayates. The third one is banished, and Kagari is banished as well. Cool.
Yeah, but like on his opponent's side, there is 1 banished Shizuku due to evenly, 2 Hayates, and 1 Kana and 1 Kagari. So maybe if you only place 2 Hayate, he's also out of Link. But I think 2 Hayate and 1 Kana is really a low amount of Sky Striker Link monsters.
I think he plays triple Hayate because he revealed the Hayate for the cherries.
We have the deck list. Why are we checking?
You could, yeah. Would make sense, surely.
It's very... Pascal is only playing 14 extra deck cards?
Yeah, because he couldn't put the monster from Rising Rampage in.
Oh, yeah, that one's a good one. Maybe we can see it this game. It's the Barricade blocker from Rira.
Yeah. It is. Indeed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, it's triple Hayate. And
Triple, right, yeah. And it's also interesting that this game, again, going to a state where I could totally see it being decided by deck out.
Yeah, why are you still playing? Like, this is... You can't play Sky Striker at events anymore. As soon as you find one mirror match, you're gonna have a draw or one game where you get sacked by Kana, or you get extremely lucky and you sack your opponent. Like, if this deck is popular again, I'm not gonna enjoy playing against. But like, what is Pascal going to do? He has triple engage in the graveyard, multi-roll, double demise.
Yeah, right. Doesn't look too good.
How is he? What's his win condition? I mean, it's just Ray Punch at this point.
Hercules base, maybe.
Yeah, okay, agreed. But again, he has he can't even shuffle enough cards back. He got rid of. Oh, he has one Ray in his deck. Yeah, that might make a difference.
Probably.
But he will have to deal 5,300 damage. Like,
how?
With resolving one Hercules base.
Yeah. That's a tough task to accomplish, true. But I mean, he can then take back the Hercules base with a Kagari again. Just recycling the Hercules base at that point. I don't know whether that's a very good plan, but it is a plan. These two guys, Pascal and Brendan. Brendan actually, I think he's a team captain of Bendo card players, right? Because I think he's the guy writing into the chat. Yeah, right. He always writes into the Ultimate Guard League chat. Speaking for his team. With stacked with French players. And the attack goes through again, so Pascal has to make sure to survive another turn where Ray will attack again. Doesn't sound like a real thing, but it is. Ray is staring at him there and is willed to do damage.
Sky Striker mirrors without timeout are really weird.
Yeah. Just
like in our podcast, Brian Reyes said that Sky Striker got a huge hit for Worlds, especially because they play the old time rules and no Kana, like the deck actually has to beat the opponent, which is much harder than winning in timeout.
Yeah.
And
what do you think when Konami actually announces that new timeout, that the old timeout rules are being used for the World Championship, which is the biggest and most important tournament in the year? Doesn't that mean that maybe the new timeout rules aren't as good when they aren't actually using them at the biggest event or the most prestigious event? It's like kind of weird. Or are the timeout rules applying for the OCG as well? I'm not sure about that.
No, they're playing the old rules.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, then it makes sense that they have to make a decision, like with the ban list. But, yeah, still. Kind of interesting plot there.
They should be playing the old rules in the OCG. Pretty sure, to be honest.
Yeah, Jonas Koschel is watching, and he just writes it into the chat, so we have a competitor telling us that it's not the old time rules, it is the OCG time rules, which they're using.
Oh.
So, Pascal now...
He's like a teacher. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was so quick with that as well. He just heard it, and it's like, no. And Brendan waited with his last Hayade. Chained the effect of Ray to the anchor, and now comes Shark Cannon. Shark Cannon can help, yeah. That's also kind of a win condition because he now can use the Kagari, but he cannot get that Kagari out of his main monster zone, right?
Wait, did he really not summon Kagari there? Because that's like the most important thing you could do as in the mirror match.
What do you say?
What's happening?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he must have summoned it inherently as a Link summon. Oh, and there is the Hercules base. I don't know why I forgot that name.
Yeah, and this is like actually pretty huge now.
Yep, now things are changing in the favor of Pascal very, very hardly. He knows how to grind out these mirror matches. Boy.
Oh, this not by effect summon Kagari is going to change everything. Like he can... Did he already use a Shark Cannon before that? Nope, I think that was his only one. So if he has another Shark Cannon, then he can really profit.
Yep. And Brandon only sitting there with 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, nice.
So that game will take even longer. But I mean, if Pascal is winning it, then we have a clean 2-0. Yep. And we will not have to watch another game there.
Now, this is... What an interesting turn of events. By the way, I'm drinking water from a mug. It's just something I want to randomly state out.
I think if the viewers in the chat have watched like streams of us before, they will know that. Or they could at least tell you're doing that very
well. How did the viewer count increase?
I don't know.
It's not like I'm not happy about that. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Punching with that shit is gonna be painful, actually.
Our Card Sports League, actually our channel asks in the chat what the score of the other matches is, and I don't know whether he's trolling or not, but the other 2 games are already over, and Team 7 Cents has already won the whole match, because Dinh-Kha-Bui and Clemens Lange both won their games 2-1 respectively.
We're just here for fun.
Yes.
This is the face of enjoyment.
Keep it up, yeah. Normally only particular girls are able to see this face of Leonard. The face of enjoyment.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that's really...
So, guys, please show us something we can enjoy.
You want to sing something?
What do you have in your coffin which we could sing?
And we did the Backstreet Boys at Austrian Nets and at Euros.
Yeah, maybe Wonderwall?
Oh, that's... Do you have a guitar? You have one, but you can't play the guitar, right?
That's true, yeah. I mean, I can still swing
I have one as well.
Can you play it?
No.
It's just stylish,
that's like always the most embarrassing stuff about dates. Like, it's going well, you sold yourself well, and then all of a sudden she's like, do you play the guitar? And then you have to say no. And then all of a sudden there's disappointment just from nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like, it was all going so well, and then she's disappointed all of a sudden, so that's not good. Okay, so do you know the text by heart?
No, it's better to actually look it up, I guess.
Yeah, same. I knew it like by heart back in the days.
I mean, the refrain I could probably do, but we are going full song or what? I mean, we have time, so we can just... Oh, I see it has like 6... how long is this song? It seems like it's 10 minutes long.
Was it like 6 minutes?
And I mean, Actually, I was just switching back over to the game, and did there happen anything in the last 2 to 3 minutes? I don't think so. He's just stealing the ray there. Okay, okay. So, dude, I don't know whether we should do that because this is
No, we're terrible singers, Basti.
yeah, and this is the finals, so people will actually go back to watch this on YouTube because it is the finals of the Ultimate God Cup, and then they see us singing there. I don't know whether that's too good of an idea.
Do we have anything we can advertise? The card market series in Frankfurt, actually.
Yeah.
1 week. Like, it's the 3rd of August, I think. We're going to have a stream for the biggest card market series so far, approximately. I'm going to be casting this with the not Sebastian Lemke, being Lucas Windel, who is in the chat right now, who is being our judge for this day. We are going to have fun talks about the first really big tournament with the new ban list. The ban list that we've all waited for so long.
Absolutely.
And now it's there, and we can't really play tournaments. And you guys can. You can go to Frankfurt. I would advise you to do so. It's going to be an amazing event. You get like good entry goodies. Actually, the only thing you have to do is bring is a bag and your unsleeved decks, because you're going to get like a box and sleeves and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And
I can't play it. I'm really sad about that.
Pascal just did what I was referring to. He actually recycled the Hercules base with the Kagari. There he is, my boy.
By the way, Basti.
Yes.
Are you going to Frankfurt to play?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I have no time on that weekend. I have other plans.
I don't
now.
believe you. You're lazy.
Maybe I am, but Frankfurt is quite a way to go. So for you, it's much closer than for me.
I'm not even going to Frankfurt. I'm casting from Bremen.
Oh yeah, true.
Or as the Bremer say, Bremen. Do you have a link for the event? It's on. If you go to Card Market, I can actually post it. Why not?
Yeah, just go ahead.
But I don't know if this is like the perfect link because I did not have to invest any kind of time into buying a ticket.
Yeah, I think actually tickets for the event are sold out at the moment. And
I think they provided new ones.
Did they? Just post the
I
link.
don't know.
Because there was there were some issues with the location, and I know that Norman tried to fix that, but I don't surely know whether they had success with it. CSL Leonard K posting in the chat.
Yeah, by the way, I can advertise my own stream. Mid/end of August, I'm going to stream from my CSL Leonard K account. I'm going to play the Yu-Gi-Oh game that comes out. It's probably going to be called Legacy of the Duelist or something like that, as they are all called. I'm also going to play other games, and yeah, just keep in mind that you will have to check that out as soon as I'm going to be live. It's approximately when Gamescom starts, because I'm free at that time.
Cool.
It's nice. It's nice. Really nice. Why is this game still going on, honestly?
I have no clue. But I know that Pascal actually did a pretty great job of getting into this position.
Yeah, he's back in business.
Yeah, and he's far ahead because he resolved the Hercules base successfully. He now has a Shizuku which can search. Oh, I just lost connection. Cool. I mean, I lost connection on Verling Book.
Ah, okay.
Wow. Still, I just switched over to our faces because I have to restart my browser.
There's a big spider in my room. I should probably close the window.
Are you scared of spiders.
No, I'm not scared, but I'm not like too happy about the company I'm having here. I should shave. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, is it over? Really? Did he scoop? Okay, then I do not have to get back into the game at least, because I had to struggle with that.
I'm obviously not super relieved that this is over, because I'm really sad that this was the last match of this season's Ultimate Guard Cup. Team 7th Sense won it with a convincing 3-0 over Bendo card players. What an amazing run. Basti, I want to thank you for being here with me. I want to thank Ultimate Guard for providing us the...
You're such a sweetheart.
Products.
Thanks for being here with me too.
And of course also the chance to have and host this amazing tournament, which is going to continue in about a few months.
Yes.
I don't have the date, but it's going to be amazing. We will have even more teams, we will have new teams, and we are going to have exciting matches again.
Yeah.
And with all this said, with this really emotional end of the stream, I would like to wish all of you, thank all of you guys, everyone who has ever watched this cup. So thank you very much for watching, for tuning in, and that's it from me.
I cannot add anything to that. I'm really happy that we had that experience as well. I'm happy for every single viewer we had along the way. There were times where there were not so many viewers, but today, for example, there were a lot. So I really enjoyed it. I hope we can grow the cup even more in the next season, and I hope we see all of you back for the next season and for the next cup, and may Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Card Sports League grow even bigger, right?
Yeah. Bye.
So, bye guys.